When you hear somebody talking about how lucky your husband or your wife is to have you, if they were not married or if they were not in a relationship, how they would have been with you. If you are hearing these type of conversations with a friend or with an associate, be very careful. Don't just blush and smile and say, "Oh, you're so crazy." Or, "Man." No. Pay attention. Pay attention. There is never an idle word that does not have purpose. Remember that. There is never an idle word that does not have purpose. It's important as children of God that we're walking in the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the discretion of God. Because if you don't have it, you're going to be making a lot of mistakes. Be able to rightly discern what is going on around you. Be sensitive to the Holy Spirit. Be sensitive to that red flag, that check in your spirit. And you know what? The check in your spirit can sometimes be you realize that you're looking forward to this conversation. You realize that you are allowing flirtation to increase. You're not stopping it. You recognize the innuendo in that conversation. You recognize and you heard that inappropriate remark. And guess what? You don't do anything about it. You let it slide. Oh, it was nothing. And then the conversation continues to change, and the dynamics of the conversation and the content goes from G-rated to NR, PG-13, TV-14. Be very careful. Being careful does not mean you're paranoid. It is just that your eyes are open up. You're being led by the power of the Holy Spirit. You see a matter and you address it and you remove yourself from it. And sometimes you don't need to address it. Sometimes you simply need to remove yourself. Use discernment, guys. Use discernment. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Do not be wise in your own ways, because sometimes you'll find that you are enjoying this conversation based on something that you have not heard, or that type of flirtation, that euphoric feeling you haven't had in a long time. But remember this, you are going to be held accountable for every action and everything and every inaction, everything that you failed to do, everything you failed to address, everything you failed to close out and to remove your feet from. Keep in mind those key comments I just told you. He doesn't know how lucky he is. If I was him, I would treat you differently. She doesn't know how lucky she is to have a man like you. If I were her and if I were with you, I would do this or that. Red flags. And whatever else the Lord shows you that brings a check in your spirit, obey and remove yourself from it.